Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. Stand very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, BA. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team, and he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
Well, you know, MP's done pretty well, and I'd say he could very well be on his path to an all-star selection. I do think he needs to up his game a bit and really stay consistent at delivering top-shelf performances to be more of a shoe-in.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson out there with John Collins. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Stewart in at the 5, down low.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Cunningham looking it over. Thompson, a screen on Holiday. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
That one falls.
Well, that's superb balance shown by MP there, not allowing the contact to throw him off.
Thompson outside. To the middle. Here's Cunningham. And it's MP with a rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss. Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Stewart outside to the paint. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And here's Cunningham outside. Rebound Boston. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yeah, they were impressive against this club in a clash of the Titans last year, sweeping the season series. Come on, man, so aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Collins outside. Back to Cunningham. Again, the miss by Cunningham.
Yeah, not in his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Thompson scanning the floor. Stewart outside. The 3. Queta pulls it in. Boston leading by 7. Brown with it, and Sasser picks him up defensively. MP no good. The Pistons have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Pistons trail by 7. 58 seconds left in the opening quarter. Sasser, and the three-pointer goes. Sasser's got his second bucket on the night.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Down low. Here's MP. Rebound Detroit. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
The Pistons making a switch here. Holland, he's checked in for Stewart. The Sumu comes in for Thompson. Green's checked in for Sasser. And it's Kennard in for Cunningham. Out to the right wing. Shoots. Nunez with a rebound. Boston leading by 4. Inside. MP shot is good. MP's got 10 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
To the inside. Here's Collins. And again, no good by Detroit. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got John Collins. Green out there with Williams. Then there's DeSumo, and it's Holland in at the 4. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He had 33 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. As so often is the case, he made his presence felt throughout the evening. Brian?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
That's a rarity for him, especially against a soft defense.
Here's Williams, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Celtics lead by 7. MP scanning the floor. MP battles him inside.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside, Green. Pass to Collins. Inside, outside for Green. Pulls up. Boston pulls it in.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Nunez. Here's Ellis. No points so far. From the wing. Another shot. Nunez gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Boston lead.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Pass to Holland. Fires for 3. The rebound by Gibson. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Williams' shot is good. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart, he's checked in for John Collins. Thompson comes in for DeSumo. Kate Cunningham's checked in for Williams. And Sasser's subbed in for Green. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And Detroit making a change here. Collins checked in.
Number 20, John Collins.
Boston on D. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Stewart outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Instead, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8" Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. he still looks more like an old school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor.
To the middle. Here's MP. It's tipped.
Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
That one goes in. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Muscling it home, MP.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Collins with a screen on MP. Cunningham finds Collins. Fires the 3. And it's Cunningham missing.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
From deep, MP. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Cunningham passes to Collins. Thompson with it. Right at the free throw line. That one doesn't drop. Brown with some nice D. Celtics lead by 13. From deep, MP connects from downtown. MP's got 26 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sasser outside. Pass to Thompson. Collins outside. Thompson with a screen. And John Collins gets a 3. Collins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the paint. Here's MP. MP, the flush.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And here's Cunningham outside. He can't get it to go. And so it's MP making things happen for the Celtics. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. Back after this.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
They've got MP. Jaylen Brown is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Stolen by MP. MP drives in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
Sasser outside. From downtown. Hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They lead by 17. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Pass to Collins. Cunningham against MP. And there's Cunningham on the assist by Collins. Cunningham's got his second basket.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Here's MP. And there it is for him. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now here's Sasser. On the wing, Thompson. Collins outside. Sinks the tray. Collins has got 6 points.
Well, those are the quick twitch muscles from Collins.
Three-pointer, Holiday. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pistons trail by 18. Cunningham passes to Stewart to the right side. Cunningham outside. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. And if you want to know which players had the most success from distance last season, here they are. MP, number 1.
Distance shooters are so accurate these days. It's a real honor to have topped that list.
From behind the arc. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Collins. And here's Thompson for 3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Stolen by MP. Aldama, the pass to MP. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land. MP's got 10 points here in the second half. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Boston with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Queta. Gibson comes in for Brown. And Ellis is subbed in for Holiday. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Teague's checked in for Stewart. Holland comes in for John Collins. Green's checked in for Sasser. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Cade Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Now here's Dosunmu. Tight defense on him. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition buckets.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Williams is checked in for the Pistons. And the basket by MP.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
44 seconds left to play in the third. Dosunmu can't hit. Boston leading by 23. Valanciunas with it. Yet to see a basket. Aldama outside. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's MP from outside. Detroit is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I love how ferocious Thompson is. He embraces getting fouled like this.
Thompson, the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on Green. Three-pointer. Ellis, good. Ellis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the...
And so it's the Boston Celtics, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we've got Holland. Williams is out there with Green. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu, and it's Teague in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian, and guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And here's Dosunmu. Pass to Teague. Now Green launches a 3. The rebound by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Misses in close. And it's Green with the ball for Detroit. And here's Dosunmu. Outside Teague. And it's Green off the drive. The kick out to Williams. They swipe it. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Washington Wizards.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
For Boston, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Ellis. Sasser defending. Great open look there.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Cunningham passes to Collins. Sasser, right side. The 3 from Thompson. That one no good. Boston has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Right wing. MP inside. He's watched by Cunningham. Good. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And stolen by Cunningham. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Thompson for 3. The rebound, Celtics. MP's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And Cunningham pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. MP outside, fires from deep, nails it from 3. MP's got 47 points.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Cunningham outside, lots of room, and again it's Detroit.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
The Pistons have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Sasser can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The shake. MP shot is off.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Good D by MP. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
The 3-ball. Oh, another one falls.
It's incredible. I mean, this is what he does.
Another 50-point game for him. Now tied for second place all time.
Yeah, right there with Michael Jordan, who also made a habit of taking over offensively. Both guys just elite.
Good on the bucket. MP's got 54 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they